Eduseeds, we actually started 25 years ago by my founder, Pastor Kevin Gan. So what we do best is actually we really help a lot of what we call displaced students or displaced children. Some of them are special needs, some of them autistic, but most of them cannot fit into the how to say national syllabus or the local syllabus, yeah, in Malaysia and other countries also. So they go into what we call homeschooling learning centers. Now this term basically stuck because we used ACE and also AOP previously. So it's a homeschooling uh, program that we took from them, and then when they arrive in the shore of Malaysia, we call it homeschooling. But it's slightly different here in Malaysia. Is where the churches or the communities they can get all the how to say how to put it into a church or into a place where they meet together. Yeah, it is not homeschooling per se, but it is learning centers that all the students are coming together and study. Currently, we have 70 plus centers in Malaysia itself. And also around the other country, we are also in Indonesia. We're also in China, some of the centers there. And we also previously we were in Cambodia, but after the pandemic, I'm going to share a bit about after the pandemic, some of these centers, they closed down. But we also in one in Singapore, this is run by a pastor. And he kind of like get those migrant workers, students that doesn't even fit into Singapore syllabus. So what we do best is here in the Eduseed is like we use IGCSE. So after we went through ACE and AOP, now in Malaysia they do not accept SAT to actually get the student to go into tertiary level. So we decided to change it and we up it one bit, one notch, sorry. Yeah, and we 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 leverage technology to deliver content. Yeah. So I'm gonna do a presentation, a short presentation, and also I just brief through, and also I'm gonna show you some of the testimonial by uh, those parents who use EduSeeds. Yeah, another thing I want to emphasize also is now EduSeed have two platforms. Now a little bit background is like EduSeeds, we have the EduSeed system, which is education system for running a school. And then we are also online publishing. So after the pandemic, during the pandemic also, it's like we didn't stop from providing lessons. So they study at home. So, but in centers, they are studying the content also delivered via online. So during the pandemic and even after, we have a lot of requests from parents who get to know us, yeah, through our social media, and they requested that they want to have the materials. So that's why we come up with EduSeed Online Academy, which now currently quite a lot of parents are subscribing to it. Later, I'm going to elaborate more on this Eduseed Online Academy. But a little bit background on Eduseed, I would like to do a presentation. So later, then you can just hear from some of the parents who are basically missionaries, and one of them are actually a student in Indonesia, and they study, and he studied independently, yeah, with the parents teaching them, and also they also kind of like engage tutors, yeah, to teach them because he studied until IGCSE, the higher level, and he took the IGCSE. Okay, without further ado, I want to share a presentation. Okay, okay. So basically, our motto is seeding education for the 21st century. Uh, we want to help students or children to learn to successfully learn having the tools. So what we do best is that we provide the tools. So our mission is basically we want to empower students to take hold of their learning and be the leaders in their own right, yeah, in their vocation or whatever they want to do next in the future. right? One of our vision is also is because we use technology to equip them. Yeah, we have STEM programs, and we want to deliver quality education, IGCSE education, to all the children that actually uses Eduseeds. So we want to excel them. One of the things that we want to emphasize on learning is the mastery of learning. So help them to basically to master what they learn. So why? Because our approach is like you understand is like is very student centric uh, versus teaching centric. Because what we provide the environment and the curriculum that is actually for the child to learn. At the same time, it is also for the teacher or the parents to use the materials that we provide. We call lesson plans or structured, yeah, structured scope and sequence of the syllabuses in IGCSE that we provide, that we curate it and be able to give the parents to able to use it to teach their children also. At the same time, the child able to learn also from the lesson plans. Excuse me. Yeah. Another thing also is about, I just say is like, we have an adaptable approach because it's modular and it's self-paced. So it's personalized. So before the child comes in into EduSeeds, we will have assessment tests, or we call it assessment to help them so we can ascertain which level they are in three different subjects. Like basically, they will be assessed on the English, the mathematics, and the sciences. Why? Because then we will know which level they are. Because normally, how to say, in the education system, they will place the student according to the age. But we don't in EduSaid, we place them according to their proficiency or their level, yeah, of understanding in all the subjects. So we can find, and we also can also kind of like find out about the gaps, yeah. So it's self-directed, it's flexible, yeah, just like homeschooling, yeah. Now, one thing is like because they can do on their pace, we ensure that none of them left behind. Okay, now one of the things that educates are good at is actually understanding the challenges faced by the students. Now, first is like the major one is actually majority students, that they struggle in reading, yeah, comprehension, understanding and using reading as a tool to learn. Now, they can see here is from the spectrum, you always see a bell curve. So mostly are the poor readers, the most there these are the students or children in this category. So you have also those who have a difficulty in learning, yeah, seriously restrained. You can see they are dyslexic, yeah, especially I just want to share that even my nephew is actually dyslexic. So we found out a bit later that we are able to help him, yeah, just using this program and help him to learn at his own pace. So we also have to see the good ones, yeah. So, but one of the major things that EduSeed emphasis is now inside the learning management system, yeah, most of the subjects when they are on the slides, they are read back to them in English. So then they can learn reading by themselves. Just looking at the if for lack of a better word, the subtitles or the words that is on the slides. Now, the other one is the retention rate. So one of the things that we can see is like we kind of understand is like it's not only reading. Yeah, we also need to involve them in seeing and also watching, some of the lessons that are being presented. And then at the end of the day, then we because we some of us are in a groups setting, or even the parents or the tutor are able to engage them. So at the end of the day, that they can able to use what they learn, they also can present it. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's like we understand that this cone of learning by Edgar Dale, we understand that the nature of involvement that they need to have is have to be holistic, not only uh, being passively sitting down and hear what the teacher have to teach. Yeah. So the learning pace is very important because some teacher teach at this pace. Some students learn at this pace, right? Most of the children and also teacher teach and also learn at this pace. Yeah, the bell curve. Now, some students, the dyslexic one, they might learn at this pace. So you can see the learning pace of teachers, the teaching in different pace. We understand also the student also learn at different pace. So we have a solution. Yeah. So this is our solution. Okay, because Eduseeds program is self-paced and we are able to help students or even the teacher, right? The teacher will teach at this pace, right? So this student will struggle. The student who learn at this pace, then you know what? Can I say safely that they are the naughtiest in the class? Because these students, they learn very fast. They easily get bored. But we still can cater to their learning because it is self-paced in Eduseeds. Yeah. So this is one of the ways that we can help the child so that none of them are left behind because we follow a modular pace and we modular and also a uh, self-paced approach, yeah, in learning and also teaching. Now, another thing also in Asia itself, even in Malaysia also, we lack of competent teachers and very dependent on teacher. Now, what we find out is like if we are able to equip them, yeah, with the resources and at the same time to help them to read, right? We are able to kind of like develop independent learners. So this is one of the main thing that we want to focus. At the same time, for those students who are studying at a higher level, here in Malaysia or in other parts of the ASEAN also, they have a lot of these tutor that actually teach online. Yeah. So first and foremost, what I want to reiterate is like we Eduseeds are a education system provider, and we provide the materials, and the teacher are still very important. The parents who teach their children are very important. Yeah, because we cannot, or kind of like, we would like to help communities providing them with a system and also the materials, the learning materials to supplement the children, not only supplement, it is the main one, and also for the teacher or the parents to use that, curated, following the scope and sequences, all from grade 1 to grade 10 accordingly, that follows IGCSE. Now, another thing I want to emphasize also is this. IGCSE is 11 years, 11 levels. But in EduSeed, we concise it or we make it into grade 1 to grade 10. So this is what we have did, emulating Singapore. And also another thing I want to add also is like our mathematics are actually in the lower levels. We use Singapore mathematics to kind of actually help the child to understand the concepts of mathematics. Yeah. So how to help your children to catch up with the studies, yeah, at any level. So our solution is self-directed. Yeah, first foremost, is individualized. That means we follow exactly what IGCSE, the Cambridge IGCSE, have put in forth inside the scope and sequence. It's modular. That means is when you finish one module, you can go to the next module. It's cloud-based. So all around the world, our furthest centers is actually in Uganda. So at any time, we are able to, they're able to go in and also learn, yeah, and also access to Eduseeds. Now it's available 24/7. Yeah, that's why it's around the world they're able to access it. And we also give them, progressively they can learn. They're able to follow the scope and sequence and then reach their, for lack of a better word, is maturity in their learning until grade 10. Then after finish their grade 10, they go through all their past year question, kind of like train themselves to understand how to answer the IGCSE examination questions, and then they proceed to take. Most of these homeschoolers take as a private candidate in either British Council or available in international school that actually accept private candidates. Yeah. So at EduSays, like what I say, is like we leverage technology to deliver content. And first and foremost, we also have STEM programs that we have which is skill-based, not academic. And we want to equip the child in the future to be able to go into the workforce with their knowledge in technology. Okay, this is a sample of a video.
Lesson 4.2 Planetary Systems. In this lesson, you will learn about how the planetary systems connect, vocabulary, collide, to bang into one another, detected, discovered, found out, distinct, something very different and recognizable. Our world is a big place. It will take a long time before we can search everything in this world and discover all there is in it. However, the universe is even larger.
So
Exploring the unknown. Thanks to man's curious nature, some have started to explore areas out of our Earth. In the 17th century, the solar system was discovered. Mercury, Venus, Earth. That the Earth is a system. They move following the white circles you see in the... A dog was the first in space. The moon was Neil Armstrong. However, a scientist recently...
Okay, this is just a sample of the videos. Yeah, because of time restraint, I would like just to forward just now. Yeah, one of the major Eduseeds pedagogy approach is actually we sum it out as 3M. So one is like we are able, or the parents are able to manage their learning. Secondly, you are able to monitor because they are approaching the lessons, they're approaching the subjects in a modular form. That means after finish one module, they go to the next module. Okay, lastly is like you are able to have the time and also for those teachers to, or the parents to mentor them. Yeah, because partly most of the learning is actually the attitude and also the character of the child that we want to mold. So we have more time and also the resources that we can share with you, our best practices to help you to mentor the child. Yeah, so train the child in the way you should go, and we use this 3M to actually arrive at mastery learning. So I want to also share with you right now is also the academic pathway. Now, IGCSE O levels, Cambridge or equivalent, and then also later they can, with their result, they can take A levels in their pre-U or in the universities. So these are the route or the pathway that can go. So international pre-university, they do the pre-U, mostly a foundation program depending on the subjects, and they can proceed to go to diploma programs. And then they also can go into 2+2 or 2+1, 3+1, depending on their subject. They can do American pre-U or program. Okay, and in Malaysia, with 5 credits, they can actually do any a degree program. Yeah, with 3 is a diploma program, and with one credit, they can do any certification program. And you can go to any in UK and Ireland, also Australia, any uni with using IGCSE O levels. Okay, a degree in US. Okay, you can do postgraduate a little bit later, and then of course go through employment. So one of the requirement in Malaysia go to their universities that I'm going to share with you, NT International College, University and Colleges. Yeah, this is one of the most quite famous in Malaysia, but we also have a lot of other private universities in Malaysia. You can see that most of the homeschoolers are able to apply and go to all these universities, and some of them are foreign university that come to Malaysia. Also private colleges, yeah, in different skill set. One of them is also very famous is the Berjaya University College of Hospitality. So they train them in skill-based hospitality, and also the other one like all the other colleges in arts and also in design. So you can use IGCSE result to go to all these colleges. You also can go to Ireland. We have kind of like how to say working relationship with them. So these are some of the universities. Yeah, these are some of the Institute of Technologies here. Okay, now I just want to share a bit about this Dr. Chua. he homeschooled his children using Eduseeds. So let's hear from him. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Dr. Chua. So I would like to share about how Eduseeds actually helped my two children. So last time when I was working in Cambodia, when I was doing mission helping the Cambodian people, my two kids was actually raised up in Cambodia. We are looking for few ways for educations because we serve in a very remote area, very far from the city, so we can't find any suitable school. But we thank God that we have this system. So when we met Pastor Kelvin and Judy, I still remember that times internet are still not good, but we use handphone. We even use handphone to connect to laptop, and then we online. And my sons start using these online systems from grade 8, my eldest son from grade 8, 9, 10 until he finished. Now we find that this system is very helpful to us because first, it's affordable. The cost is much lower compared to international students. So flexibility is something very important for my children, and I like these systems because the real teachers actually recorded inside the Eduseeds. For us as a parents, we are just like a facilitators. So we make sure the children are online, understand what the teacher do the exercise as requested. Then a lot of time my children will depend on the teachers on the video. So he can replay the video again and again, try to understand the lessons. This system to provide tutor for us at that time. As we go higher level, as a parents, we find it a bit more difficult, but then the tutor helps us a lot. So until my son finished the O level, so he came back to sit for a private exam. He passed the exam well. Then he used that good result to apply for A level and then university. So now my eldest son, he finished already in a local university last year, and using this IG result and then the A level result from the homeschool. My second son also finished IG using the Eduseeds program, and then now he's in another university, still in his second year. So I find that for us, education is everywhere. It's possible for everybody. Even for us who have missions, we have worked in another country, we find that our children are not lack of education because of these systems. So I want to thank Eduseeds for these brilliant ideas, helping children to follow parents, and at the same time, children have quality educations. So the quality of Eduseeds lies on the materials. So I like this system, so I will encourage parents to consider to use this system for a better education for their children.
Okay, there's another one, another testimonial I just want to share. Is by this our student in Indonesia. Let's hear him out.
Hi there, my name is Juan Austin Mercy. I'm a former IGCSE student from one of the centers we have in Indonesia. When I first joined this center in January 2016, to my surprise, I was the only one there who took IGCSE. And on top of all of that, there were no IGCSE teachers either. So there was literally no one around that could help me in the studies should I ever run into a problem. I was alone. I made sure to watch every single live stream for just about every single subject. I didn't miss a single one. The main reason for that is that I dreaded the possibility of missing out on crucial parts of information that could potentially be the difference of me passing the exams or failing entirely. There really is no way around hard work. As I mentioned earlier, I tuned into every live stream, and for every live stream I took down notes. What I did initially was I had 3 notebooks, one for every science subject, for chemistry, biology, and physics. For the 2 math subjects, I took down the notes on the activity book instead. And as time progressed forward, those 3 books turned into 12 or more. I can't remember. At this point, it's just too many. Every single page of every single one of those notebooks was just filled to the brim with the notes that I've taken over a course of a year and a half. And it's because of this helped me understand the lessons to the point where memorizing it was never a problem. Due to the fact that I understood the lessons first, because it is pointless to memorize something that you don't understand. I started prepping for exams about 3 months prior. And one of the most pivotal steps in preparation is the completion of past papers. And the way I did it was pretty simple. I searched up all the relevant past papers that I needed to do, and I printed them out. I printed them out along with its answer key. And what I would do is that I would treat it as if it was a real exam. I would time myself, first and foremost. I would use the exact amount of time that will be given later for the exams, for each paper. And then afterwards, after I'm finished with the papers, I would grade them. I would grade them myself, and I would use a red marker to correct any or all mistakes that I did on that specific paper. And additionally, for preparation, I did a very thorough revision of all my notes, all my handouts, all my activity books. It's a lot of work, that's for sure, but at the end of the day, it's very rewarding. I got 2 A+, which are chemistry and physics, and another 3 A's, which is biology, English and maths, and a B for Ad Math. I did a lot of YouTube videos in my spare time. It's something that I'm far too obsessed about. And it's mostly fan trailers or tributes that I like to edit, and I would post them on YouTube. And I'm obviously very interested in editing, and I enjoy the whole process behind it. I'm very interested in the production of a good video or a great film, in fact. Hence, I will be pursuing my studies in Raffles University in Surabaya, Indonesia, and I'll be taking digital media design for the course. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Now it's time for question and answers. If you have any questions for us, yeah, you may ask away. How do you feel, Katie and Carl? Yeah, I think we have another person here, Beryl. Yeah, Miss Beryl or Mr. Beryl. You can unmute, yeah, and then you can ask us any question if you have any question. Yeah, Miss Katie? Any question you have for us? Oh, we have also Adley. Yeah, thank you for joining us. Or you can write away if you're shy. You can write away inside the chat.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Hi. Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm late.
hello.
Things to do. Sorry.
Yeah,
Go
no
on, go
problem.
on.
Yeah. Hello? Yeah. Oh, any more questions from the floor? Mr. Carl, you want to ask me any question? Katie? 你有咩問題想問我你？哦，no question. Okay, if you've no question, then I would like to just continue to kind of like explain a bit more about yeah, yeah,
Sorry, I
yeah,
have a question.
yeah. Please do. Yeah.
I am Carlos. Is there an evaluation test before joining the IGCSE online course?
Okay. We do have one of the international school provide us with their trial exam. Yeah, before the exam, the IGCSE exam. But most of the students that is a homeschool, like what Juan mentioned, that he shared that they do a lot of past year question, which I can provide you. There's a lot of website out there that provide past year questions. So what he do is like that they go through it, and of course the answers are actually provided. Yeah, this one is not part of Eduseed because IGCSE examination IP. They are intellectual property of Cambridge. So we cannot host it on our site, but there's a lot of website out there that you can. But we also have one of our international school that uses Eduseeds. We kind of like ask them nicely that they provide us with their trial exam prior before the students go and take the IGCSE examination. Yeah.
Hi, Chung. Just want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
ask you
Miss
about
Grace, yeah.
assessment.
Uh-huh,
How
uh-huh.
is my child's progress being monitored from Eduseed program?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, Eduseeds program online academy is a homeschool platform. So what we do is like you are able to go through modular base. Okay, beforehand, when any student join Eduseed Online Academy homeschooling program, so what we do is we will do a assessment test, yeah, assessment, so that we can ascertain which level they are. So why? And also the same time also is like we are able to identify gaps. Now you must understand that IGCSE actually have a lot of what you call it from grade 1 to grade 10. Now, here in Eduseeds, we do not put the child according to the age. We put the child according to their ability. Now, because different students have different needs and also they have different pace, like what I just shared just now. Now, one of the way that we ascertain is if the child, let's just say, is 10 years old, so they're supposed to be in grade 3 or grade 4. So we'll give them assessment of the 400 series or the 300 series. So when they do that, we can find where they are lacking. Yeah, maybe one time these students have a chicken pox or something like that. So for 3 weeks he's not in school. So maybe he don't understand certain or they have a gap, yeah, in their learning, certain chapters they never covered. So we can find those gaps. So when the child comes in, we will put them near to his age group, yeah, but at the same time, we also can find their gaps. So at the same time, they will move progressively, completing the gaps. The gaps means like those chapters or those modules they haven't covered yet or they haven't mastered yet. So then later, they will still continue to do their modules in their grades. And slowly, you must also understand that subjects also are very different. Their proficiency in subjects also are very different. Maybe in maths or in English or even sciences, they might have different level. We also can put them in that level. That's why the pacing and also the level itself, we can ascertain. So now, just a bit about Malaysia, right? Most of these students coming from Malaysia come from national school. So in Malaysia, we have those students who study in national school, the medium instruction is Bahasa Melayu or in Malay language. And some of them are also in Chinese schools, which the medium instruction is Mandarin. But when they come to IGCSE, we find that that's why we are, how to say, we kind of like focus on more helping them, yeah, to master the English. And because IGCSE, Cambridge IGCSE, the medium of instruction is in English. So this is one of the major tool that we want to equip them, and we are able to help them and then to be independent learner. Now you can see that even though we can find the English is a bit lower, so what we do is as they progress and slowly go up to grade 10, they will basically make it at the same level. So by the time they go to grade 10, they're able to basically Before that, even grade 8, 9, and 10 already, they are able to be independent learner. Now, for some of the subjects, like what I say also, homeschoolers, the parents also engage tutors. Yeah, in Malaysia also, they engage private tutors. Now, I want to say that Eduseeds are able to give and curate everything, yeah, that enable the child to go to grade 10. After that, they can go through the passing question and then take the Cambridge examination. At the same time, also you can engage, and some of the parents are able to teach the children, or able to help the children. Now, with the access to technology, and nowadays in even AI or even the internet, you can use whatever that we curate, follow exactly the scope and sequence, and then you're able to help your child to able to go at the end of the study in grade 10 and then take the examination. I hope I answered your question, Grace.
Yeah. Another question is that now when you talk about students' approach, right?
Right.
Now if let's say my kids is my son is in grade 3, all right. But then the level for during the assessment or diagnostic, we realized that it might not meet the grade 3 standard, or maybe he is in grade 2 or grade 1. How does
Okay.
this how does Eduseed will able to help him in that pace? Because as to his age, he's 9, right? Supposedly to follow 9. So
Right.
how your program work on it?
Okay. This one I also want to share a case in point of one of our student. He is a Japanese boy, yeah, but born in Malaysia. When he come to Eduseed, when he joined, he's 9 years old. So he have zero English, right? Basically, he only speak his native tongue. And when he joined Eduseeds, we have to put them in grade 1, right? Because the English is nowhere to near. Yeah. At the same time, of course, IGCSE is in English. So, but he is 9 years old. The maturity is a bit better. So he finished his grade 1, right? Finishing all the modules in only half a year. So for 6 to 7 months, he'll be able to finish. By the time he may be able to, and also, of course, it's kind of like community that he can have in the classes. He speaks English every day. So then slowly, because it's modular, now he also will be with the children around his age. Yeah, maybe he's 8 years old, but maybe he's in now grade 2, right? So now he's 9 years old. Yeah, he's with the 7-year-old in grade 1, but 6 months later, he will be in grade 2 with the 8 years old boys and girls. Then by the time he's 10 years old, right, he will be in grade 3, 9 years old. So by the time you can see the progression we can go, then we can actually kind of like level him up according to their age appropriate grade. But before that, you must understand that it is difficult, right? Like for example, I'm what we call a banana. I don't speak Mandarin to even try to save myself, right? If I want to learn Mandarin, right, I have to start in grade 1, even though I'm old, right? So it's the same thing, as you can see that we put the child at the level of their ability, not their age. So this is very important because learning is basically we activate our prior learning. So what is what we believe in Eduseeds, that we're able to slowly handhold, guide them, modular, okay? It is pacing also. We help them to slowly attain the level to their proficiency. So we equip them to be learners. Because at the end of the day, learning doesn't stop after IGCSE, right? It is the training and also the aptitude, yeah, the character that we inculcate in them. That's why we call the mentoring part, where they have to struggle. So if they make a mistake, they have to correct their mistake without any punitive approach to it. Yeah. So this is one thing that we can see that a lot of children are able to grow. Yeah, at the same time to slowly go up or even fast. Some of them are fast learners to go to the level according to their ability. Yeah, but of course, at the end of the day, it takes a journey, right? A path to reach grade 10, finish at grade 10, then they do the examination, Cambridge examination. I hope I answer your question. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So okay, so I
Yeah.
understand that so you will do the diagnostic test,
Yes, correct.
right? And then after that you will judge you will place where my son will be at which grade, right?
Yes.
Okay,
But
that's
different
great.
subject also we can place them in different level. Yeah. You must understand that also. Yeah, we are able to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about if let's say how to monitor my child progress?
Oh, okay. Because you must understand that Eduseed is modular, meaning is you have to finish one module. Like for example, okay, like for example in the English subject, right? There is 10 module in 1 year. Okay. But you can finish like the case in point, this Japanese student, his name is Yusei. He can finish uh English, right? In 6 months, 6 months plus. Then if he progressed to grade 2 already. So this is how we monitor. So every module they have to go through, they will have to pass the 80 percentile before they move to the next module. That's how we know that they master it before they go to the next module. So as they progress, as they grow, yeah, they can follow their own pace. So this is something that is very attractive for parents because the parents are able to kind of monitor where they are, is it? Not through the time, but through their ability. So as they move, yeah, they grow in their learning, they will go faster. Why? Because they're able to move at their own pace. Yeah, initially it's a bit slower, but their learning will be exponential because at the end of the day, they will actually being like what you see the sharing by Juan. Yeah, he come from Indonesia. His native language is actually when he begins the time, it is Bahasa Indonesia or Indonesian language. But through the years, you can see he's very articulate and he able to learn. And he's a very resourceful kid, lah, as I can say that. And then he say he go to YouTube and everything. Now you see the thing is like there's a lot of information, there are a lot of videos out there. But how we are able to help students to basically follow the scope and sequences. That means the subjects or the subjects or the chapters that follows IGCSE. So you don't go around trying to learn, overlearn or underlearn. You understand what I'm trying to say? So they will know exactly what they need to learn. At the same time, of course, they can expand and learn more actually, right? To understand what they learn. But we already curated everything following Cambridge IGCSE. So this is one thing that parents will find themselves easily able to guide the children accordingly. Yeah. I hope I answer your question. Yeah, Grace.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
One or two more questions.
Yeah, yeah.
What materials that you guys are going to provide us? Is there any worksheet, textbook, or some?
Okay. Eduseed Online Academy is fully online. Even for the activity book, that means after they're learning already, right? So we have this activity book is online. So the child will be able to go and do the exercise daily. Yeah. And then the parents will give them the access to the score key or the answer key. They're able to mark. And then, of course, you must make sure that if they make a mistake, right, they have to go back to the lesson and kind of like find out where they kind of like miss it, right? They why they answer it incorrectly, right? A lot of times like it's not the child not able to learn or understand. It's sometimes also how the questions are being formulated, or how or what is the question is really asking about. So these are something that they can go back again, yeah, because the lessons are all online, and then they're able to learn and then correct their mistake. So this is very important.
So you
Yeah.
mean that there will be a teaching a marking guide to help the parents
Yes,
to
yes. We provided for
to
the parents.
okay
Yes.
okay. By the way, are there
Mhm.
any parent support network or homeschooling community linked to the
Oh,
to this
okay.
program?
Okay. This group itself actually, we have a lot of these groups where, I just give you an example in China, right? They have these groups of children. They meet together in their homes, yeah, at their homes. At the same time, they are able to kind of like learn from one another, but actually supervised by the parents. Now, depending on the parents, some of them they will engage also private tutors. Yeah. So what they can do also is some of them are also learning centers. So sometimes at a certain point where of the week, they will go down to a cafe or anything like that. They come together, yeah, and the tutor will be there. And this tutor, of course, is engaged privately by the parents, yeah. But most of the homeschoolers, their parents are able to homeschool them. It's only the higher level, yeah, like when they reach grade 9 and 10. So subjects like biology, chemistry, and also physics, or even additional maths. So they might need to engage a private tutor. But all in all, right, like what Juan, yeah, like one of the student in Indonesia, he's able to do that because he's a bit more resourceful. Yeah, but at the same time, the parents also able to engage tutors. Like for example, in this Dr. Lai's one, the group itself, we have a lot also educators. Now, I need to reiterate this one, right? Educators are very important. So what we do is like, Eduseeds is like we provide the resources, the materials, we leverage in order to deliver this. But at the end of the day, the parents also are very important. At the same time, if you need to have a tutor, also is very important. But at the same time, also the attitude of the child, as you develop and we try to help them to be independent learners. Yeah. Last time, like what we do is like I myself, I have to go to the library, I have to use the Dewey system and everything. But now, information is at our fingertips, right? So the main thing is they're able to follow, yeah, what is needed to enable them to take the examination, understand it, and also from there grow even beyond it. That's very important. Because you can see that also it teaches the child to be articulate, able to kind of like be confident. Because you see, you must understand that they are not chasing after other students. They are chasing after their own ability. So this is a very, very important characteristic, yeah, in homeschooling or independent learning, yeah, or what we call alternative education, yeah. So bear in mind that this is something that it is not found in any traditional education system where you finish your grade, you are in this age, you have to be there at that grade. So that actually doesn't help. It might help the bell curve. Remember when you saw in my presentation? But how about those who are basically displaced, right? On the other end, or the other end for those who are very fast. Yeah, bear in mind that this Japanese student, 9 years old, he able to finish grade 1 in just 6 months. And they cover everything. He covers everything. So when he go to grade 2, he's not lacking. His activity is prior learning. Now, Cambridge is a spiral learning. So as we go up the level, it will be a bit more kind of like more detailed. Yeah. So they have to activate their prior learning. So this is very important because if you miss a gap, I give you an example, right? If I want to teach a child about multiplication and division, if the child doesn't understand addition and subtraction, I'm not saying that it's two different categories, but if you don't understand the concept, they might find it very hard to understand the concept as a whole. You understand what I'm trying to say? I hope I explain it in a way that you understand where I'm coming from. Yeah. Or the child coming from, that they need to have a structured approach. Yeah, especially when they are being homeschooled. Yeah, that this structure follows exactly what IGCSE have mandated or kind of like put forth in the curriculum. So that's very important because then you know where to find information for the parents or the teacher itself, and also for the child to understand that they need to understand this one following what is given by IGCSE. Yeah, I hope I answer your question.
Yeah. Okay. How much? What is your recommendation on the screen time for each day?
Okay. Now for homeschooling, it depends on the parents itself also. I have parents who are basically after work they come back and then they kind of like supervise, but they still can do the lessons in the daytime. Yeah, we also have parents who are basically moving around. Yeah, like Dr. Chua is a missionary. Yeah, but we will give our best practices. We will give you a schedule where the child wake up, kind of like start their day, maybe 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. basically 8 o'clock in the morning. And then there's a schedule or kind of like a timetable that the child will follow. So every day comes with English in 2 periods, 40 minutes each. Then there's a break. Then after they move on to maths or the other way around. Okay, so every day we can share with you, yeah, with the parents, a timetable or kind of like a structure that you can basically adjust to the needs of your child. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it's
That's
similar
great.
to like when you go to school, but you must understand that when they reach a certain level, they are able to learn by themselves. Just that the parents have to only monitor their progress. Meaning it's like you make sure that every day, they do one section or one chapter. Yeah, they will guide them. They must finish, like for example, daily lesson that they need to go through. So you can set it up for the children. Yeah, if they kind of like lag or it's kind of like how to say they could not finish or they have mistakes or what they need to correct, still it is a progress. Yeah, some of them may progress very fast, some of them may progress, and also it is true to different subjects. Yeah, I hope I answered your question. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Cho.
Yeah.
All right.
Any more question from the rest? Yes,
Hi.
Mr. Barrow. Yeah.
I'm in year 9 and I
Oh,
want
okay.
to start the IGCSE tests,
Okay.
like studying for them. So are there any recommendations?
Recommendations. This one is a bit maybe I can chat privately with you because I hope you understand that because some of these churches how do I put it for lack of a better word, they need to be how to say kind of like uh how to say you understand what I'm trying to say, Mr. Barrow? I know you are in Yunnan. Uh, if you leave your details, yeah, in the group also, you can actually PM me directly. Then I'm able to help you to find these communities in Yunnan if we have anyone. Yeah.
So I'm talking about the online course. Like, is there
Okay.
any recommendation on what level I should do or something like that?
Oh, okay. Now I understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, when your child go into Eduseed Online Academy, they will take a diagnostic assessment first. So to ascertain how old is the child actually, Mr. Barrel?
Uh,
How old is your child?
uh,
你的孩
uh,
子
I'm the kid. My mom's here.
Oh, okay. You okay. How are you, Beryl?
I'm Carlos.
Oh, you're
Uh,
Carlos. Okay. How
yeah,
are you,
my
Carlos?
mom is Beryl.
Oh, okay. No, I understand. Okay. How are you, Carlos?
I'm fine.
No. How old are you?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
how are you? Yeah, correct.
15. 15.
15. Okay. So are you currently doing any program currently? Homeschooling?
No.
Oh, no. Okay. Okay. What we do is like this, Carlos. What we do is connect with us. Yeah. Text me on WhatsApp and I can give you a trial demo. Okay. But before that, because I need to ascertain your level. Yeah. Your proficiency. You can speak English quite well. So I'm sure that you are quite proficient in it. So what we do is I will give you a assessment test. Yeah. A diagnostic assessment. Yeah, it's not a test, it's more like an assessment. So I want to ascertain which level you are in English, mathematics, and science. So with these three assessment, I will know where to put you, yeah, in the grades that you are able to grow from, yeah, or learn from slowly. So if you're 15 years old, you're supposed to be in grade 7 or 8. Okay, depending. So, but when after you do the assessment, uh, I will talk to your mom, yeah, and also with you actually, and then I can, my team here, my colleagues here, are able to help you to how to say, to put you in the correct level or grade in even these three subjects. Are you aspiring to do sciences in the future?
Not really.
Oh, what is your ambition actually? What you want to like learn, right, in the tertiary, like in the university next time?
History?
Oh, history. Oh, okay. Then maybe that you need to focus more on actually the English itself. Yeah, we also have what we call economics, yeah, accounts, and also business studies. Yeah, these are some of the subject you can take. You must understand that if you want to take history, right, you have to have 5 credits, yeah, in order to take a degree, or 3 credits in IGCSE to take a diploma course. Yeah, you intend to kind of like where you intend to further your studies?
Uh, University,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess.
yeah. Where in overseas?
Yeah.
Where like in like you have a plan to go to maybe Malaysia or maybe Australia or any other country? You have something like that? You have a plan like that, or even to America?
Somewhere in the UK.
Or UK. Oh, by all means, IGCSE is basically International General Certificate of Secondary Education. So with your result, if you want to go to UK, you want to go to London or any other university, you can use this. Yeah. But for certain universities, they need you to do A levels, which you can take it pre-U program in UK. But the first thing is you must have IGCSE results, at least 5 credits. So also another you must understand also that when you take IGCSE, right? If you take as English as second language or even as a first language, they can actually exempt you from taking TOEFL or IELTS or any other proficiency English examination. Yeah, you need to understand that you are able to use IGCSE and with the English exam or the test that you take enable you to go direct to UK. So I also kind of like advise the parents here also to plan backwards. Like for example, I have parents who know that their children want to go into engineering or sciences. So find a university or the courses that you want to take, find out the prerequisite of what they need to do the course, and then you work backwards. Yeah.
John, can I add something?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, Mr.
sorry,
Daniel. Yeah.
John, okay, for
Mm,
UK, right, whether you are
mm.
doing first language or
Right,
second
right,
language,
right.
it all depends on where you are coming from the country. Because we are Malaysian,
Mm-hmm.
they still may consider us a non-native speaking country. So they
Yeah,
may
yeah,
want your
correct.
IELTS as well.
I see. I see. Yeah, depending also on the university. You are correct, Mr. Daniel. Yeah. So it's very important also that's why I always advise parents to kind of like do a bit of research. Oh, hello. Do a little bit of research, yeah, of what subject they want to take. Yeah, of course, you need to meet the prerequisite. So IGCSE is very popular, and quite a lot of my founder have been doing this for 25 years already. So IGCSE is one of the kind of like more popular and easily accessible and recognized around the world, especially in Commonwealth country. And even if they want to go to any other country, they can also use the credit transfer also. So depending on what you want to do, yeah, Carlos, you need to find out a bit more, yeah, and then what subject you want to take. Of course, the major one is basically English and mathematics, yeah, and then if you want to do arts, you still need to meet the minimum criteria. So that's why you have to find out where you want to do your tertiary level education. Yeah, I hope I answer your question, Mr. Carlos, or maybe your mom want to ask anything, any question, Miss Barrow?
Hi.
Ah,
I don't have a question for now, but later I might have a chat with you
yeah, yeah,
on
can.
WhatsApp.
Yeah, can, no problem. Yeah, I can speak
Thank
a bit
you.
of Cantonese and very broken Mandarin, but I have my colleague here able to
Uh,
help you, yeah? Or you can write down. I think you ask very pertinent and very important questions. Yeah, this all parents were asking. Yeah, it is how we Eduseeds may help you, your child, to achieve, yeah, what you want to do or in enabling your child to go to tertiary level education. Yeah, either come up with a higher diploma, or even a degree. Yeah. So these are some of the questions that yeah, normally parents will ask. Yeah, but thank you so much for letting us know and asking this question. So please connect with us. I'm available anytime. Yeah, you can just text me or we can have just a private chat how we can help you. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah, sure.
Miss
Thank you.
Beryl. Yeah. Any more question from the floor? Anything that you want to kind of like ask? Yeah. So currently right now, I think I don't want to take too much of your time, but I still have another 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, if you have any question. If no, please reach out to us. We are in the Dr. Line group. And any question you ask, you can forward to me. Yeah, post it to me privately. Yeah, see how we can help you. Yeah, if you need me to kind of like have a Zoom together with you, yeah, by all means let me know, and we will try to help where we can. Oh, any more question, Mr. Adley?
No, it's good. A really clear presentation. Thank you for the time.
Okay, all right. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Adley. Okay. All right. So without any no more question, I would like to say thank you for joining us. And if anything, just reach out to us again. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, guys. All right.